This is the first ever SciStarter Trivia Hour, nicknamed the Are You Smarter Than a SciStarter Team Member? But of course, the SciStarter team members are playing, so we'll see how well we adjust or how well we know all these different fun facts. So to start us off, if you're new to citizen science and SciStarter, here's some information for you first. So SciStarter.org is a globally acclaimed citizen science hub where millions of people can find and connect with science projects that need their help. So this is all about citizen science. We have a database full of them and a resource hub for folks like you to learn how to participate. Secondly, this is what SciStarter looks like. If you'd like to use our project finder, you can use that anytime. You can also have an account to save projects to your dashboard to go back to later. And as a part of that, you can, with your account, you can do our trainings that we have as well to receive or earn micro credentials that show off some awesome skills related to citizen science. Most of you on this call know about this already, so I'm happy to see so many ambassadors and friends of SciStarter on the call with us already. And you likely already know there's a million other trainings that you can do as well, including the ambassador training that is new. So thank you to the ambassadors who are here with us today too. And Roland will be dropping links in the chat for you all throughout this event. So if you are particularly interested in something, you can grab that link. We'll also send a follow-up email with everything as well. Okay, so the trivia. Let's talk about the trivia. So we are going to be playing with a trivia game, and as a part of that, we need to be able to follow a few expectations to make sure it goes pretty smoothly. So please stay muted. You will be allowed to unmute, and so if you have questions, if you need to interrupt in between questions, in between trivia questions, you can. The trivia questions are timed, so just be aware to not do that during the questions unless you need a clarification. And please play fair, of course, no cheating, please. You don't need to use the internet. A lot of times context clues will help you out, and there's no shame in getting a question wrong. This is just for fun. You can also make sure to keep your answers to yourself. You will not be writing them into the chat, okay? So if you have your answers, you're using our program that I'll explain in a little while. It's not, we're not using the chat for it. And that is pretty much the key there. Also, as I know you all will already, just be kind in the chat. If you want to talk about or comment on things, you're absolutely welcome to. Just make sure you're using kind language as always, and I know all of you will do so. So happy to start this off. So there are rules of play. So the way in which we'll be playing this game is through a program called Menti or Mentimeter. And so this is where I'm slowing down a little bit just to make sure we understand how this works. It's a program where you'll either scan a QR code that'll show up on the screen. And so on your phone, for example, you'll get the questions on your phone and be able to answer there. Or we'll drop the link in the chat as well. And so you'll be able to jump to a different browser and answer the questions there. You can do either one. And that's about it. It should not be too challenging. The one thing to note is that if you're on a phone, if your phone falls asleep in between questions, you will have to like reopen it to make sure it like wakes up and so that it says hello to you. And the game format. So there are 20 questions. It's 4 rounds, 5 questions each. They range in difficulty. You may know the answer, you might not. It's all multiple choice, so you can make your best guess. And then there are prizes. So if you're in the top 5 scorers, that means that you will earn a prize for your awesomeness. So we will talk about that later on as well. Hello, and thanks to those of you who are joining us just now. I did go over the rules, but I'll continue to explain them as we look at the Menti as well. So if you joined late, you are totally okay. There will still be time. And here's your first test. So we'll see how this works first. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in the chat for you to click on. And you can also use the QR code in this corner over here to test your ability to use this program Menti. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. I'm using my phone to use the QR code, and it's opening up into a page that says, where are you zooming in from? Scan the QR code or the menti.com link in the chat that I dropped a moment ago. Oh, and I sent it to the wrong person. Everyone. There you go. And there's that link. So you can click that link if you'd like, or you can use your phone to scan the QR code. And yeah, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat too. But for now, we're just saying where we're calling in from. I see a couple of folks have figured it out. Yay! Awesome. Let me write in mine. I'm in Prescott, Arizona. Where in the world are you? We got Indian Harbor Beach, Florida. Hi, Caroline. Queens, New York, Boston, Appleton. Let me get rid of this QR code for a minute. Tucson, Philly. Awesome. Yay. Okay. Looks like we know how to use it. That's good. Got another Tucson in there, Philly. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one so you can test it one more time. So thinking of any citizen science project you've done, maybe you can't think of what your favorite would be, but one that you would like to do. Test this one out. And then yes, ditto to that in the chat. Darlene, if you need help, go ahead and drop in the chat, just letting us know where you are in the process so we can help you. Yeah, and let me drop that link again for the chat too. So that Menti link, I'll drop it one more time, and I'll drop it a bunch more, honestly, so not to worry. What are your favorite projects? Let's see, I can't even think of one. My first ever project I did, I think, was cloud spotting on Mars, so I guess I'll write that one. You can add 3 if you want, but once you hit go, it goes away, which I'm sure you've probably already figured out if you put in an answer. Christmas bird count. Awesome. So you're just having the time of your life right now. Bats, anything bats related. Squirrel mapper or squirrel watch and squirrels. Amazing. Counting fish. There's even a doorbell button fish one that you can play. Cool. Sweet. These are good answers. Okay, how do we feel about using Menti so far? Any problems doing so? You can feel free to unmute and let me know if you're having trouble, or you can type in the chat. But if we feel good, I'll move forward. We got 14 responses, so that's good. It's a good chunk. Okay. All right. All right. You don't, if there is any trouble later on, you can let us know, but so far so good. In a moment here, when we switch to the actual trivia questions, you will be asked to use a username or like a nickname for it. So if you need help doing so, we'll go over that instruction when we get there as well. Okay. So before we move forward, there are 4 topics. We'll be going through, so 4 rounds. So we will go through the principles of citizen science, so just general citizen science knowledge. We'll be talking about, there we go, name that project, which means we'll have a question and you'll have to figure out what project it relates to. We have citizen science in the news, so this is real life impact of citizen science as we've seen it. And SciStarter past and present, so how are we doing, how have we become what we are and what we're doing right now. And others. And there's about 5 questions. There are 5 questions per section. Okay, cool. All right, we've gotten to the point where we're gonna get started. So last chance, if anyone needs help doing it.
That's what I was gonna ask, Emma, if there's anybody who needs a second, because we have plenty of time, just figuring out how to use Menti.
Yes, which again, you can unmute and let me know if you're stuck on a certain point too, so we can.
Yeah, feel free to just jump in. I saw a question up here, so I want to double check that Mary Jones Parker is on.
Oh, no, you do not need the app. I don't even know if it has an app. So all you're doing is, so Mary Jones, I would recommend clicking on the link in the chat instead. Can you reach the chat?
Sometimes even the chat is hard to open, depending on the device that you're looking at. So Mary, we can see you. If you can see us, hello. And if you are able to take mute off, we can help if you're not already on.
I'm just gonna, no, I just have to put the code in because,
Yeah, you can also do that. So if anyone is having trouble, you can just go straight to menti.com on your computer or on a device and click and add in the code, which I can read out loud for you as well.
Oh, good. Can you also put the code one more time in chat?
Yeah, so the link itself is what is being posted, but if you go to menti.com, if you go to menti.com and then you type in, it would be 23174186. That'll get you to the same spot, which is on the screen right now and should be on the screen indefinitely too. 23174186.
And then for everybody else, just once more, in case you haven't used QR codes either, you know, Emma, you're doing such a good job explaining. But I know, like, if you're trying to do this on an iPad, I've watched people do it, my mom included, and it's really difficult to use Zoom on iPad sometimes. You can't find the chat, you can't find these things. But if you're able to see the QR code on the screen, you open up your camera app, you know, you point it to it, you should see a link pop up, and you touch that link, and then you're pretty much in. All right. Thanks, Emma. Thanks for letting me interrupt. And again,
No, that's
anytime
okay.
mute off and just talk and ask Emma a question. She's very, very flexible. Oh, yeah.
The only limit to that being is just in case the questions are technically timed. You have a full 30 seconds though, so you have plenty of time, but for small questions. But if you unmute during that, just make sure you are ready to be on crunch time. Okay. Cool. Okay. Are we doing okay? Mary, do you want me to wait or do you need anything else or are you okay?
It keeps coming up with Mentimeter. I can't do
Yeah.
Mentimeter.
That is what it is. It should show up as
But then when I
Mentimeter.
put it in, all I do is I get a heart.
Yes, yes, yes. You're the
Oh,
exact.
okay, all right.
You're good to
okay.
go. Sorry,
All right,
that's
I thought I
really
was
good thing to
doing it
mention.
wrong
Yeah,
because I kept getting a heart.
this is
I'll
where
put
you
it
should be
back
great.
in.
This is the page it should show you because the second I hit the next button,
No,
it'll.
I got it.
Okay,
Awesome.
perfect.
So we
Okay,
should
for
have
anyone who-
everybody in there now, right?
Well, we won't know yet because I can't see it from this end, but we
right.
will shortly.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the next button because it will ask you. So first round, this will start to ask you a question. So before you join, you're going to have to enter your name. So in this thing, you'll enter your name. Before you enter your name, just keep in mind, we will have to connect you, if you're one of the top 5, you with your email. So make sure it's a name that is recognizable-ish. If you want to use a fun one, just make sure you're ready to let us know if you're the winner at the end and connect it to your email. So when you add your name in, like my example, I'll put Emma G as mine and hit join quiz. So it'll say, I'm ready to play. Just pick a name. And it shouldn't show you any questions yet. It'll just say you're ready to go.
Right.
Awesome. And for anyone who's just joining, I'm going to bring that QR code back up too if you want to use your phone to do that, or you can use the link in the chat that Roland has dropped and I have dropped, and I'm adding it one more time. For those of you who entered late, I had mentioned at the very start, after our intro song that we played, this is our first time ever doing a trivia game with you all, so we're really excited to test it out and see how it goes and see if we want to do more of these in the future. So you'll have to let us know. Okay. Cool. All right. It looks like we're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and hit go. Oh, I just added another person, so that's great. I'll check to see. Okay, 18 and 18. It looks like we're doing well. All right, cool. All right, so when the next question or the question is going to come up and the answers will show up too. So STEM or citizen science, students learn about the changing states of matter. So is this an activity that's a STEM activity or a citizen science activity? On your screen, on your phone, or on your device that you're using, you'll be able to click one or the other. Is this STEM or citizen science? Students learn about the changing states of matter.
And STEM is science, technology, engineering, or math. So is that a science, technology, engineering, or math lesson? Or is that a citizen science activity?
All right, time was up and we got the right answer. So if you are part of that group who got the right answer, 14 of you, awesome job. The 2 of you who did not get the right answer, that's okay. What makes us different from a citizen science activity is that there's no part of this that we are actually giving information back to the scientists, right? So citizen science requires us to return information, data back to a scientist who's actually doing research on a given thing. So this is just a lesson, right? So now you have a taste for what this looks like. Oh, Tara. Yeah, citizen science activities are also STEM activities, but not all STEM activities are citizen science. That's a great way to put it, Tara. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, okay, cool. So you had your first taste. you know how quick it is. If we all finish and we all answer the questions too, the time will cut too. So we'll see the answer quicker, but also you have a full 30 seconds to use. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the next. Feel free to interrupt if you see an issue. All right, we got a good chunk of people ready. My phone fell asleep, so it decided not to include me. If I open it back up, it should let me. Yep, 18. There we go. All right. Let's see how this one goes. I'm abstaining. True or false? Anyone can participate in citizen science. True or false? Answering on your device. True or false? That's still 20 seconds left. How do you feel about it? Anyone can participate in citizen science. True or false? It might be mating on.
Short of
Oh.
raising your shelves, that's gonna happen.
Awesome. Yay! Awesome job, everyone. Anyone can participate in citizen science. That is absolutely correct. We have a good group of folks in with us today. Excellent. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of my phone so I can abstain from the question. So 17 ready. I made them, so it's simply not fair. Okay. All right, question number 3. Which of the following is not a known benefit of citizen science? Is it broadening the scope of who can contribute to science, empowering lifelong learning, reducing facial wrinkles, or accelerating important research and discovery? Not a known benefit. Maybe it is, but maybe not known yet. Maybe not. What is the answer? Which of the following is not a known benefit? Amazing. No one can fool you. Although I have to say, I think it might be a benefit in the future. So it's just not known yet. I think it does create life. Excellent. Writing the proposals and the grant reports has increased my wrinkles on occasion. Oh, that's very fair, David. I'm sorry. Excellent job, everyone. Next up. All right, 4th question in this round, and there's 5 for this round. 16 players ready. There we go. What organization released the 10 Principles of Citizen Science? Toughest one of the round. What organization released the 10 Principles of Citizen Science? No Googling. The European Citizen Science Association, the Association for Advancing Participatory Sciences, the Australian Citizen Science Association, or the Asian Citizen Science Association? Which one released the 10 principles? Ooh, wow. Okay, awesome. I didn't know this beforehand, so amazing job. Those of you who got the right answer. I can't believe it was a majority still. Amazing. Sweet. Yeah, it was the European Citizen Science Association. And Roland has the link to the 10 principles, so he'll drop that in the chat. And in case you were curious, I'm not actually going to go through them, but they are a really solid set of 10 principles. And so if you have an opportunity later to go through them, you can review and see how to evaluate whether or not something is a citizen science project. So it's a good list to know how to get to. It's yeah, awesome. Okay, great. So last question of the round. And we have, let's see, that was 16 players ready. If you let your phone fall asleep, you can wake it back up and rejoin. I know it should be less because I'm out of it now, but there we go. Okay, great. I'll go ahead and hit the start button. Last question of the round. Awesome. True or false? All citizen science projects require participants to collect data. All citizen science projects require participants to collect data. Is this true or false? True or false? Got 14 answers in so far, a couple more of you. Right. 7 seconds left. Okay, time's up. Ooh, we were split. Wow. Okay. Does anyone know why it is false? Does anyone want to share why?
They can also analyze it.
Yeah, they can analyze data. Sometimes they're even a part of the
Yeah.
process of developing the program too. So we know folks who like in a NASA Citizen Science project, he's actually moved on to being on the research team to somewhat. So he helped design a program. So citizen science is beyond just collecting the data. So great job, the 8 of you who got it. The 8 of you who did not, guess what? Your world just got a lot bigger. So welcome to the party. Awesome. And some folks also review data collected by others. Yeah, it's analyzing that, categorizing that, all of the above. Totally, David. Sweet. All right, let's see where we land here. So here is our lovely leaderboard, testing out how it goes. And we have a process where it'll go through and do a lot of calculating. There we go. All right, awesome. So here's how we're doing. Caroline, shocker. Caroline is doing great. David's doing great. Stephanie's doing great. Barry Jones Park is doing great. And Kara, you are in our 5th place spot here. So that is amazing, the set of you who are in the top 5. So let's see if that moves around a little bit as we keep going. Oh no, Tara, yeah, what? How is this happening? You're in here.
I answered incorrectly twice, even though I knew the right answer. I don't
Oh
know.
no.
I don't know what I'm doing over here. I
just
just got off a
fine.
flight, so
Okay.
I'm a little jumbled.
Wait, Tara, are you the barefoot Contessa?
No, I'm Puffy. I'm literally the last one.
Oh no.
I knew the European one too, but I don't know.
You're working on it.
I'm
It's
bad
okay.
at tests, okay? This has always been my challenge in life.
You literally work with Mentimeter, so I'm just gonna shame you a little bit more. All right, next round. So round number 2, we are talking about name that project. So with the questions, you're just gonna be answering which project it relates to or what it is referring to. So starting here, you ready? Waiting for players. Sign on. We've got 17 ready. I think that should be the right amount. Maybe one person missing. Or maybe not actually, because some of us are abstaining if they're since they were part of the process of making the questions. All right, here we go. In 2019, volunteers participating in what citizen science project completed 3.5 months of lab equivalent research, as Alzheimer's research in just one weekend? Was it the Narika project? Was it stall catchers? Was it outbreaks near me? Or was it Project Peer? In what citizen science project was 3.5 months of lab equivalent Alzheimer's research done in one weekend? Got 15 answers. If you're like, I have no idea, that's okay. Click what you think it might be. Make your best guess. Sweet. Oh, yay! We have fans of stall catchers. Yeah, an Alzheimer's research project is stall catchers. The Narika project, I'm not surprised, is the second most popular here, even though it's by quite a big difference. Is also related to Alzheimer's research, just a bit different on how they do their research, and it's more about other related dementias as well. Outbreaks Near Me is all about epidemics of illness like for flu and COVID, so that's not exactly the right one. And then Project Peer is a lung cancer related project. Roland will be dropping, yeah, there we go. Roland's dropping the links to all these projects after the answer is released so that you can also check these out later. I will also be adding them into the follow-up email, so don't worry about tracking them now, but if you're curious about one, feel free to click on one in the meantime. Great, awesome job, everyone. All right, next question. 17 players ready? With all those lovely icons that are so cute. Let's see how it goes. This project results in a personal email from NASA researchers. If you'd like to receive a personal email from NASA, this is a great project to be a part of. Is it cloud spotting on Mars, Aurorasaurus, Globe Observer Mosquito Mapper, or Globe Observer Clouds? Which one will result in you being sent an email from NASA researchers? These are all NASA projects, not trying to fool you there. You're proving that you've done this project potentially. Ooh, okay, we were pretty split. Yeah, Globe Clouds is correct. Oh no, Bob, which one did you put?
Josh. I'm not saying.
Oh, okay, fine.
Thought it was Aurorasaurus.
Yes.
Because they have to
Aurorasaurus-
verify that they're so rare. Those
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well. I bet they
It would
do.
make sense for them to send emails, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I want a referee.
Well, the Globe Observer Clouds project, the reason they send you an email is because if you submit data at the same time as a satellite crossover, they can compare your data to compare your data to their satellite imaging. And so they'll send you an email back with the satellite images that connect and your data, so you can see what type of data you were able to supplement their satellite with, which is
Ooh.
really cool.
Wow.
So I'm glad a bunch of you know that.
Wow.
Sweet, great job.
Last week, on Star Library Network, they had the Aurora guy do a talk, and all their stuff is also on their YouTube channel, and Aurorasaurus will be on that talk.
Oh, sweet. This is coming up?
No,
Or-
it was last week.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's on YouTube already.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it
Very
takes
cool.
like a couple days, but it was the Aurora guy, so it was really cool.
Nice. I love the Aurorasaurus team. They're really sweet too. All right, next question. This project encourages folks to walk around their neighborhood with a device that is tracking particulate matter. Also, quick hint, it's a library kit. Is it air casting? Is it tampling? Is it habitat map? Or is it
Ooh.
nature's notebook? What will it be? This project encourages people to walk around their neighborhoods with the device that is tracking particulate matter, which is sometimes written as like PM 1.5 or PM 2.5. This one is tricky. Oh yeah, but don't worry, it's not actually a trick question. Hey! All right, if you felt tricked, be self-assured. Habitat map and air casting are the same project.
Hey.
So it is a trick question, but with the ability of you having two answers that are correct. So yes.
Oh.
Amazing. Yeah, air casting is connected to the monitoring your air quality. If you've seen that library kit on our library page, it's also connected to Habitat Map, where they show all their data too. And so if you have a library with that kit nearby, you can test that out. And then tampling is actually a practice where you take tampons and you use them to test for water quality in streams and such. Bob has actually done an entire interview about it, which is really great too. So you can always look at that on our YouTube channel, I believe. And then Nature's Notebook is a completely different project. It's tracking phenology and biodiversity around areas. It's through the USGS, United States Geological Survey. Darlene is noting in the chat, particulate matter is worth tracking. It tells you a lot about the quality of the air you breathe. Not everything, but a lot. Absolutely. If you look up air quality in your area, they're often using PM type related data to share that information as well.
This
Great
is the
job.
one that Roland does.
Yes. Yeah, Roland's an expert at air casting because he puts it on his bike. Yeah.
And he's one of the very few data points in Beirut.
Yeah.
True.
Indeed. Rachel, I haven't heard about air casting, but I have 3 purple air sensors. Yeah, absolutely. Installed at the library. Yeah, definitely. Those are great projects too. Awesome. Sweet. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Oops. There we go. For our friend who just joined, I'm going to add the QR code back on so you can join as well. This question is, which of the following projects help track climate change? Is it the Sun Grazer project, Leave No Trace, Icy Change, or Growing Beyond Earth? I hope none of our SciStarter folks get this wrong. Which one is tracking climate change? Sun Grazer project, Leave No Trace, Icy Change, or Growing Beyond Earth? If you don't know, that's okay too. Ooh, okay. Amazing. All right. So I figured the Sun Grazer project might trick someone, so I'm glad it did because I'm the worst. Yeah, the Sun Grazer project, it makes it seem like it will be climate change related because it's Sun Grazer, but it's actually about comets. Fun enough. Leave No Trace is all about litter cleanup and figuring out where that litter is coming from to prevent it in the future. And Growing Beyond Earth is about growing plants in space. So very different projects. You can also look at those projects through the links that Roland just dropped in the chat. Again, we'll add them into the follow-up email as well. Awesome. Okay, waiting another moment so we can make sure everyone's on. We have some more folks in the chat or in the call, so I'm gonna add this again. For anyone who just joined us, you can join this trivia game by going to the link that's in the chat that I will drop right now. And you can also use the QR code. But if you click that, it'll jump straight to this preparation of a question. You'll be asked to add a nickname, and then you'll be able to answer the questions. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button for next. Dun, dun, dun. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Wait around a little bit. Just so you know you have max points. Which of the following projects teaches you to identify constellations while reporting on light pollution? Exoplanet Watch, Globe at Night, Cometary Activity, or Loss of the Night? Which of the following projects teaches you to identify constellations while reporting on light pollution, excuse me, light pollution? This is a very popular project, also very useful in library situations. All right, what's our answer? Yay! Yeah. All right, if you were fooled, you could choose Loss of the Night, and that would also be correct. Awesome. So Globe at Night is a project that's the most common one for light pollution and finding constellations, but Loss of the Night is also one as well, and they support each other. If you're interested in the other projects as well, all the links are in the chat from Roland. Awesome. Yeah, good job. And yes, sorry, I think those are the only two where I had the tricky version where you can have one of two answers. So excellent job, everyone. Whoa, oh, there we go. Okay, excellent. Let's see how we did. So we've got an additional set of, ooh, we did really good. I don't know what that means. All right, here's where you stand out. David, you're doing great. David's doing great. Mary Jones. Yay. Caroline, oh no, you moved down a little bit. And Kara, you've moved up. And Danielle, awesome job. Sweet. Oh no, Tara, I think you got dropped off the list. Oh no, yeah, we have too many of you. How many do we get to put? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then, yeah, so you only get the top 10. So that's okay, because that means that all the other
Emma?
folks did a great job too. How we
I
doing,
got
Mary?
all mine right, so I'm not sure how I'm in second place unless it's alphabetical.
Oh,
They,
well, I think
response
you
time matters
Mm.
too, so that goes into the score.
Oh, okay. Thank
Oh.
you.
Although I think the response time only mattered for the first one. I think I turned that setting off. So hopefully it doesn't alter
Emma,
anymore.
click
but-
on that little. If you go to
Yeah.
the little arrow on the right, does that give you the more people? No. Okay.
Oh,
You
no,
literally
that's just the
I
next.
dropped off the list. This is
I'll be able to
ridiculous.
send. I'm sorry, Tara.
I just want to say that I think Mary tried to trick us.
Oh, I know.
She's
We
number
got
2 up
bamboozled.
there.
You know
She's
what
a
you're doing.
She's a ringer.
I've only gotten 3 wrong. Okay, so I guess my response. You know what? My response time is lagging. I guess.
Yeah, it could be, but I think that only should matter for the first one. But the questions will get a little bit tougher now, so we'll be okay. For sake of time, I'm going to skip the project break because I'm a little worried about getting back to it. So in case you were curious, I was absolutely going to make you look at squirrels for 3 minutes, but we'll come back to this at the end if anyone wants to do some squirrel analysis and categorization later. So take a look at these beautiful squirrels and moving on. Amazing. All right. Citizen science in the news. So this is if you're paying attention to news stories. If you come to any of our webinars, we often mention a lot of them at the forefront, but not all of them. So we'll see how much we know and how much we can guess right. All right. So yeah, so all correct answers give max points, so you should not be penalized for timing anymore. All right. Which of the following lost to science animals was found in the bathroom of a citizen scientist in 2011? Which one was found in a bathroom? A Colombian weasel, a passenger pigeon, a golden toad, or a dodo bird? I want to see all of these. A Colombian weasel, passenger pigeon, golden toad, or a dodo bird? Which one was found in the bathroom of a citizen scientist in 2011? I think this person was like in his teens when this happened. Ooh, we love golden toad. I'm so sorry it's not right.
Oh.
Almost went with weasel.
Oh no, Bob. It's not a golden toad. It was the Colombian weasel. If you've heard of the toilet weasel, that one went viral after this happened. So someone found this weasel and sent it into iNaturalist, and the world exploded. They were just like, "What?"
They sent the weasel in?
Yeah. Well, the weasel. It was like I think it was like an outdoory type bathroom situation. So it's an easy access.
They sent a picture of the weasel in, Bob,
Oh,
yes. What
shoo.
did you say?
right?
Because that would not be a happy weasel.
No, No, it was a,
Especially
Or
as the
having
last
people at our
one.
naturalist
Too bad.
office.
It died.
it was a happy weasel. It was a good time for that weasel. Although they haven't been seen alive. That was like the first live picture we'd ever seen of
Because
one.
no
So
one's checking their bathroom.
yeah, I guess we just have to check the bathrooms in Colombia and whatnot. All right, next question. Again, not penalized for time. All right, this project, or sorry, my screen is blocked. This year, citizen scientists in Taiwan helped researchers determine that ants were becoming invasive through this method of transport. Was it by airplane, bamboo train, dog sled, tuk-tuk, or hitchhiking? Which method of transport was leading to a certain set of ants becoming invasive in Taiwan? Where did we see this? Was it via airplane, bamboo train, real thing, dog sled, tuk-tuk, hitchhiking? Ooh. No one thought dog sled? I guess it would be a little challenging. And ants don't like to be in the snow, I assume. Yes, awesome. It is hitchhiking. Amazingly. Yeah, they would
Wow,
just
these
like
are good
scramble into
questions.
cars and just like hide there and then get out when they got to a place that they felt like they wanted to get out at.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it was not the airplane or a bamboo train, although I'm sure plenty of invasive species do make their way about via airplane too.
How do they don't even have thumbs.
I know they were like, like there's little
How can they
crevices,
hitchhike?
crevices in
Good,
cars,
Bob.
Who
going
would
up on the
even pick them
wheel. I don't
up?
know.
I guess another beetle caravan could pick them up. All
I
right,
can
I don't
send you
get it.
I can send you the scientific journal article if you'd like.
All right.
Awesome. All right, we got 18 of you ready. I will go ahead and hit enter. Next question. Citizen scientists discovered hundreds of these celestial bodies,
Oh, I know
including
this one.
multiple, located in a habitable zone thanks to Planet Hunters tests. Was it rogue planets, dwarf planets, exoplanets, or gas giants, which is a type of planet? Thanks to Planet Hunters tests, what were they looking for?
Oh, it's going to be
Wait, don't say anything.
dwarf.
Hold on, mute yourself. I might have to mute everyone again just in case I got really worried there. Don't say it out loud if you're unmuted.
The audience is yelling out answers.
That was scary. Yay! Excellent job. Yeah, it was
Wow.
exoplanet. So that's just like any planet out of our solar system. And Percival was located in a habitable zone. So this is like the Goldilocks zone.
Ooh.
And it was named by citizen scientists too. After, I think it's Albus Dumbledore's dad, I think. Randomly, yeah. Oh, reference to the previous question. I think lanternflies hitchhiked along Beach Island on via cars. Yeah, that would make sense to me too. Although they can fly, I think, right? So they probably did multiple types of transport, no doubt. Yeah. Awesome. All right, next question. Let's see how we do. Which of the following was discovered in Hyde Park, New Jersey, and later became the focus of a large citizen science project? Was it the world's most complete mastodon fossil, a 48-carat diamond, a set of fossilized tools, or none of the above? Yeah. Which one was found in Hyde Park and became a large citizen science project? Whatever will it be? I like all these options. Well, not none of the above. Okay. Ooh.
It was the
It
mastodon.
was the most complete mastodon fossil, but I will mention I added a set of fossilized tools because I thought that sounded so fun. I wish that would be great. So let's stay tuned for the next time.
Can I
Yeah.
have a
Good
minute
one.
to tell the story about this real quick? I
Yes,
won't
please do.
take much
Yeah.
time. So Hyde Park, New York, a family was having their backyard excavated for a pool. A little boy, their son was, and I'm sorry about the loud Christmas music in the background. I can't control it. A little boy was watching he would call it a digger, and he saw what he thought was a large bone. So he went in and told his mom, I think there's dinosaur bones. There's fossils out here. Mom goes out, talks to the construction worker. Construction worker quote says, lady, if I have to stop for every time we find things like this, nobody will get their pools done. She knew enough to pause. They called Cornell and others in, and I don't know if they ever got their pool, but it was years in the making. The way that it became a citizen science project is that in order to understand the diet, what else was living around that time. The matrix or the dirt that those fossils were in were sent out to volunteers, one Ziploc bag at a time, along with a paper plate, just a simple folded paper plate divided with a cross in it for different quadrants. And volunteers were asked to sort the things in the matrix by rocks, shells, other sticks, something along those lines. Take a picture, do a little count, and just send that picture back in. And so it was a very quick, relatively speaking, citizen science project called Mastodon Matrix. I don't know, Roland, if we can still find a link to that, or maybe we can find some of the news outcomes, but I always thought that was a really cool story. And that's it. Thank you.
That's so
Emma?
awesome. Thank you for explaining the whole thing. I did not know the whole story. I did read one news article, so I think there is reference to plenty of it still. So we'll send it in the follow-up email if we don't find it in the meantime, Roland. So no pressure, but we'll send one for sure.
And I have a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Didn't that person just say Hyde Park, New York? Because the question you wrote was Hyde Park, New Jersey. And that's
Oh,
why
no.
I put false. Because Hyde Park, I know, is in New York.
Oh, Emma's so tricky.
I got it right.
She's the only one that got it right.
Sorry.
Well, Mary, if you've dropped below the 5-person by one section, I think we can make sure that you.
Yes. And we're
Okay.
gonna take the SciStarter people out of the top 5. Sorry, SciStarter team.
No,
Had to.
I've been up there. The Culinary Institute of America is near there, where people study to, be major chefs.
Yeah. Thanks
So
for
none
that.
of the above
there.
was correct.
Anyhow, sorry.
Was anyone else in that issue? Should I make not allowed? I will edit the question for sure for anyone else who takes this.
Sorry.
But all right, Mary, I'll watch for your results then to make sure we are not letting you lose points for that. All right, next question. This is the last of the in the news questions. In 2012, citizen scientists sent in swabs of what body part, resulting in the discovery of more than 50 types of bacteria who call this body part a home. Was it a belly button? Was it a tongue? Was it an ear? Or was it an armpit? Which one was swabbed? So fun. So fun, so gross. Oh, yay. Roland did find the history link, so I'll make sure to include that. Which thing was swabbed? Which thing is really gross? Where do you have way too many species living that we did not know about until this time? Yay! Yeah, this was the belly button diversity project. So people swabbed their belly buttons and sent it in for research to go through and see how many species. A grand amount of them, I think it was like over 2,000 species, individual species, were actually new to science. So it kind of puts the point out into the world of like, oh yeah, they are there are a lot of species and they're so small they keep changing too. So we have all kinds of different biodiversity in there. And there was a note in the chat. If you closed your browser by accident, it should actually remember your nickname. So you can re-enter. I'll send that link in the chat for you. So you can still join via that, and I'll put the QR code back up as well. So you can sign back in, because that should not be a problem. Unless you're trying to be like, oh no, I couldn't play the rest of it because my... Then I get it, but also don't get it. So feel free to rejoin. All right. All right, here's where we stand on the, oh, awesome. Oh no, sorry, Darren. Sorry, you missed the question. Here's where we stand on our leaderboard. And keep in mind, we're removing SciStarter folks from the top because to be fair, so Caroline, you're doing an amazing job, but also we're not surprised. So Kara, Danielle, David, Mary Jones, Parker, and Puffy, you made it back up. That's Tara though, so. Amazing. Sweet. Yeah, you all are doing amazing. And for those of you not on the leaderboard, that's okay. You'll still be listed later. We'll still be able to see your score. All right. Last section. We're in the last section. So we are about 12 minutes from the end of the hour. So I'm going to get us moving. Get ready. Be prepared so we can answer these and get the answers quicker. Make sure we have enough time. All right. Sorry, Caroline. You already have swag from SciStarter. True or false? Was SciStarter founded by a former NBA 76ers cheerleader? True or false? SciStarter was founded by a former NBA 76ers cheerleader. What do we think? Some are not sure. Wait until the last second. Yay! Yeah, it's true. Darlene was a 76ers cheerleader. Do you miss it, Darlene?
Do I miss it?
She's still at it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you still at it?
Yeah.
No.
Bones don't work as well. Yeah. Yes. Story. No,
It
not
sounds-
football. NBA. Football
NBA.
and basketball in college at Temple University, but then NBA basketball. Sixers. You would think football because I said go Eagles, maybe
Oh.
go 76ers when I first joined, but here we are today.
Here we are. Yeah. And it's a fun story to be able to tell. All right, next question. Let's see. True or false? SciStarter has been featured on the Weather Channel and National Geographic. True or false? SciStarter has been featured on the Weather Channel and National Geographic. Have we or have we not? Got 13 seconds left. Has to be both, right? Has to be both. Because if it's one and not the other, then it would be false. Ooh, all right, geniuses. Amazing. Yes, Darlene was on the Weather Channel. It's super fun. You can actually watch the video on the link that someone's gonna be putting into the chat here. Roland, would you mind? It's SciStarter.org/weather is where you can find it pretty easily too at the top. Amazing. Yay. All right, next question. Which will be ... What was SciStarter's original name?
Ooh.
One of the hardest questions, in my opinion. Was it Science for Citizens? Now try this. Science for All? Or none of those? And it was always SciStarter, or it was something else entirely. Yeah. Which one was SciStarter's original name? Oh, and PBS, yeah. PBS and Cloud in the Crowd. All right. Couple seconds. Uh-oh, out of time. All right. Ooh, we were all over the place. It was Science for Citizen. Yeah. Did you get that right, Bob?
No,
I'm just calling you out.
you're
I'm sorry.
terrible.
You're doing great. Um, yeah, it was Science for Citizens, which, I mean, Darlene, any commentary on that? I'm glad that SciStar ended up being the name, but like, yeah, what were the thoughts?
My mom still calls it Science for Citizens.
Oh,
I don't think she knows. 15 years ago, we switched it to SciStarter. And it was just a graduate project I was working on in graduate school, and that was the easiest way to describe what that was about. But so SciStarter, we know it, but it turns out AI, when they try to do a translation in audio, calls it sister. So
Oh, yeah. I've definitely tried to do like read out loud for me or like an audio dictator or what whatever dictation, whatever it is, and it definitely says sister every time or it gives up halfway through. And Tara just wrote in, although I feel like now try this is a Darlene marketing phrase. I've definitely heard you say that too, Darlene, as like a, yeah. And you did come up with that answer. That's true. Thank you for that. All right, second to last question. Are we ready? I hope so. Approximately how many citizen science projects are active on the SciStarter platform right now? Do not look it up.
Ooh, active.
Active, yeah. How many approximately? Is it 150? Is it 700? Is it 1,500? Or is it 300? 3,000, excuse me. Which one could it be? How many projects do we have active? 3, 2, 1. Dun, dun, dun. Yay! Good job, everyone. Yeah, we have about it's 14,000 and or 1,400 and change, so it's something around there. So approximately 1,500 It also bounces above 1500 and below 1500, depending. I don't think I've seen it below where it is right now much, though. It's usually in a good range of 1500. So hooray! Keep telling people to add some too. All right, final question. Are we ready? Is it a hard one? Is it an easy one? Let's find out. Because I don't remember. Double Jeopardy. Unfortunately, I did not assign different points for this one. Starter is referenced in a song. True or false? Real song. Is it referenced in a song? True or false? Almost everyone participating. Probably take the 10 seconds. Which one will it be? 3, 2, 1. The end. Yeah, it is true. So the two of you, yeah, thank you, thank you, Roland. The song itself, it's called Citizen Scientist, and we're not mentioned until the very end, but SciStarter is absolutely mentioned. I played the song at the very start of the call, and so if you showed it up a couple minutes in, you probably didn't hear it, but we will play it as we are exiting the room too, so you can have a chance to listen. But if you'd like to know the lyrics as well, I'll drop the Bandcamp link. That's this. You can probably see it right now. And we're noted at the end. SciStarter! Drop that right there. That has the lyrics if you want proof. Amazing. And I think that's, yeah. So let's see. Congratulations to our top 5 who will be ... Once it reload, there we go. Amazing. All right. So we've got Caroline, who I'm going to, oh gosh, now I can't see under it. So Caroline and Puffy are both SciStarter. Darlene, you're also SciStarter. So we've got David, we've got Kara, we've got Danielle, we've got Mary Jones, Parker, Mary Jones, and wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5th one, which one is that? Is that Holly Jolly? Who's Holly Jolly? Is that Holly? Like the name Holly and then the last name not being Jolly? I think I saw Holly on the line.
Hi, yeah, I'm Holly
Are you?
Jolly, but is it not? Oh yeah, it can't be Darlene.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll drop the SciStarter names out of there because we have plenty of swag with the SciStarter team already, so no need to give us more things that we already have. So my friends who are in that top 5, amazing job. That would be David, Kara, Danielle, Mary Jones, Parker, and Holly York. Amazing job. This has been really fun. I mean, I think it's really fun.